Hi everyone, welcome. This is Anna and we are coming in early today for our money date. I think you can see the background. I'm trying to show you. I love this place. I think you can figure it out. Let me show you a little bit of a view that I'm looking at. I'm working out of a special place today. This is Wynn Hotel, my favorite. And so, yes, I'll tell you why and how and what's going on. So let me just set up. I'll give you a little bit of time to hop on. Dwayne, I've got some music in the background just for you. It's not my choice, but it will do it. So let's just set up here real quick. Thanks for watching. How are you guys? I hope you're doing well. Let me just make sure I can see your comments. Hi Wanda, thanks so much for joining. You're gonna see a couple of people walking by. I'll flip over in just a sec. Yeah, so money date. It's Wednesday. This is when we get together to talk about our money. So I figured that if I make a fun title such as money date, it's gonna be easier for you. Hi Vanya, thanks for coming on. You guys are awesome. Okay, my goodness. Okay, let's just make sure that I didn't turn this off. Okay, there you go. Can you guys see me? I wanted to have that cool background. Okay, let's see. That should work. Okay, hi everybody. Thanks for watching. So, money date. Okay, every Wednesday we come here together to talk about our finances. Okay, how things been in the last week, and what have you accomplished? Okay, so my quote for you today, because I am in the casino. And yes, I'm not gambling. I'm actually working. I was attending a conference, still attending a conference. I'll share that with you a bit later. My quote actually found an interesting one. The only way you can win money at the casino if you own one. So my challenge for you today, yeah, do play a little bit, but if you really want to make money, it's probably not at these tables. So that's by Thomas Jefferson. So challenge, yeah? How can you own a casino? I actually would love to own this casino. This is, or this casino, this hotel. So Wynn and Encore are my favorite too in Las Vegas. So you guys let me know how things are. One of the questions we always discuss is our money wins for the week. So what happened? What good has this week brought to you in terms of your finances? Anything. And I'll share my win in just a bit. So here's what we do on the money date. The reason we get together is because we want to check in. We want to make sure that we are tracking our spending. We want to make sure we're tracking our expenses. We're tracking how much money we made. And we want to make sure that we are sticking to our savings goals. That is what you need to do every time we have a money date. So you can come on watch, but you still need to be doing those tracking. And I do mine on a weekly basis. That's why I came up with this idea for the show. So here's my money win. Vanya, why don't you tell me what happened for you this week? Wanda, I'd like to learn from what's going on with you. What kind of successes have you had this week regarding your finances? Type it in the chat. Let me know. So here's mine. Just finishing up attending a conference, and I was able to speak in front of 500 people, which is pretty big. This is probably the biggest group that I've ever had to give a speech in front of. So my money win is going to come because this was promoting the financial wellness program I came up with to have financial planning be available as an employee benefit, and this is something you guys would learn soon. So I had an opportunity to share my idea with 500 people who actually got really excited, and so we'll see where this goes, but there's definitely a money win at the end of this equation. Okay, so let me know what's yours. I am on my phone and I'm not sure how I can see your comments. I know I can see you there. Oh, okay, there you go. Okay, I think I can see your comments. Let me just make sure. Don't play, please. Okay. Yes, no, Vanya. I am not a gambler, but I do like to hang out here. It's a fun place. So next time when Yura comes with me, I'm sure he's going to have to play. So yes, no, I'm more of just walking around, going to a show, going to a nice restaurant for dinner. That's what I like to do in Vegas, and dress up. Okay. So what I want to talk to you about today is something called net worth. And that's how I hope you can guys hear me well. This is how I titled this money date. Because this is a typical question that comes up from clients to say, okay, here's my net worth, and I'll explain to you how you calculate that. How do I stack up against my friends, my peers, and everybody else? And I'll answer that question at the end because I want you to hang on and stay with me. But net worth is something that you look at as far as your scorecard. And so net worth is calculated by looking at your assets, such as if you own a home, if you have a car, if you have other valuable items, then you make a list and say, these are my assets. Investable accounts, savings accounts, checking accounts, all of those things, you add them all up, and that's what assets are. And then you look on the other side of the equation, which is your liabilities. What kind of debts do you have? Credit cards, student loans, auto loans, mortgages, business loans, whatever it is. You add up all your liabilities, and then you subtract your liabilities from your assets. And that's how you get your net worth, okay? Now, it's an important number to keep track of, but what I like to do is I'd like to focus on it not from the perspective of, okay, it's going to increase, right? So that means your assets are growing, you're paying the liabilities down. But more of, how does that number or your net worth is actually helping you achieve your goals, okay? I calculate net worth for our clients once a year, okay? You could look at it more often if you want. If you have a tracking sheet, you could do that. There's some apps like mint.com can kind of give you just like a live calculation, or you can just do it on a spreadsheet. So, but I look at it from the perspective of, how does that help me achieve my goals? So if the goal is to own assets that produce income, then I need to focus on what is going to get me closer to that goal, okay? Yes, maybe in order for me to own income producing assets, I need to go and borrow money, because that's going to get me into the equation. So my net worth might be fluctuating, right? But there's a next step into thinking about net worth is it really producing income for you? Because that's probably what the ultimate goal is and the key to financial freedom. Yes, you need assets, but you also need income. Or I should say you need assets that produce income for you. So one of the things that clients, I said earlier, is they ask a question, well, how do I compare to somebody else, right? How you know, I've got a job, I've got a family, I've got X amount of dollars saved up. And so when you look at, and I look at a lot of net worth statements because that's something I put together, it is really not something I can compare because everybody's situation is different, okay? And I can't compare, for example, Vanya's net worth statement to somebody else's because it's not going to be fair. But what's fair is to look at a timeline. So let's say you give yourself 12 months and see how you improved over that 12 months timeline. That would be a fair estimate and say, okay, one client has increased their net worth by this much in a 12 months period doing certain things, investing, buying income producing assets, and the other client didn't, or maybe they did by paying down their liabilities. Then you can know. But my point today is for you to kind of just start understanding where net worth comes into play in this whole financial equation. Now, something that I've been told and heard many times from other people is that your self-worth is not determined by your net worth, okay? And I kind of agree with that statement because primarily I think your self-worth is determined by the network, the friends, the connections you have. And net worth it's like a score, right? It's like a scorecard. Like if you were playing here in a casino and you would win a certain amount of money, that would be like, okay, right? This is it. I've got my check mark. So don't get hung up on that idea. Okay, you have to have X amount of dollars and you are in your 30s. And there are plenty of articles out there that kind of talk about that. But I think you need to look at it from sort of a comprehensive view and say, okay, what am I working on? What are my goals? And don't ever compare yourself to anybody else. So that's what I've got. But do suggest that calculating it once a year and just monitoring to help you make progress and see if you are making progress. Okay, let me see if you guys have any questions. So make sure. I'm on my phone, not on the computer, so. Hey Wanda, I think you're still on here. Okay, good. All right. Doesn't look like there are any questions. I know I'm doing this sort of at odd times. I hope this music is not too loud. Yeah, Vanya, I'm not sure about blackjack because, like I said, I don't know how to play blackjack, so I'll leave that for next time. Actually, a friend I was attending a conference with is trying to teach me how to play blackjack, but yeah, next time. Okay, that is all I've got for you guys today. It is a bit of odd times for the money date because I have to go into a meeting, but yes, think about your net worth. So you know that for the next week or until next Wednesday, we need to focus on how much money we're making, how much money we're saving, and how much money we're spending. And now I'm adding this additional thing for you to calculate for yourself as your net worth. Okay? So let me know if you have questions, and I'll see you guys later. Thanks for joining. Bit of a view for you, real quick, before I hang up. Look at these decorations. Awesome. That's why I love this hotel. Okay, take care. See you guys later.